What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Migz here, and today I bring you Infernoid's post Battles of Legends Terminal Revenge. That's right, they got 3 new support cards right here, and they are amazing. If you like my content, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Let's start off with the monsters. First, with the monsters, of course, we play triple Infernoid. Decatron, the main Infernoid. This card's normal special summon. You can set one Infernoid monster from your deck to the graveyard, except itself, and if you do, increase this card's level by the level of that said monster, and if you do, this card's name becomes that monster's original name, and replace this effect with that monster's original effects. So you always want to set Ononku Deviati for spell and monster negation. Then of course we play double Infernoid. Ononku cannot be normal summon set, must be special summoned from your hand or graveyard by banishing 3 Infernoid monsters from your hand or graveyard, while the total level and ranks of all effect monsters you control are 8 or lower. When this card special summon, you can destroy all other monsters on the field. Once per turn, when a spell or trap card or effect is activated, quick effect, you contribute 1 monster, negate the activation, and if you do, banish that card. Double Ononku is fine. One of them we banish it for the Infernoid Evil effect. The other one we can send it for Decatron, and then we can always bring it back with Void Recognition as well. So double Ononku is good. Then double Infernoid Deviati. When this card is special summon, you can destroy all spell and traps on the field, except Void cards. Once per turn, when another monster's effect is activated, quick effect, you contribute 1 monster, negate the activation, and if you do, banish it. Also, the effect of Deviati in Ononku is once per card, not a hard once per turn. So if you have 2 Deviatis, you can activate both their effects. Or if you have 1 Ononku on the field and 1 Decatron that's treated as Ononku, you can activate it twice. So remember that. We play double Infernoid Sistemas. At the end of the battle phase, if this card attacked an opponent's monster, you can banish 1 card in the field. Nice. So if it battled, you can do an extra banish. Then once per turn, quick effect, you contribute 1 monster, then target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. Nice. Graveyard removal. All the big Infernoids do it quick effect. All the smaller Infernoids do that on their opponent's turn. Play double Infernoid Jet. We play double because we need a level 6 to summon 2 Decatrons with Void Feast. When this card declares an attack, you can banish 1 monster from your opponent's extra deck, their choice. Not bad, you know, just get rid of their extra deck. Then again, once per turn, quick effect, you contribute 1 monster, then target 1 card your opponent controls and banish it. Then double Infernoid Patrulia. This one you summon by banishing 1 Infernoid monster from your hand or graveyard. Once per turn, you can target 1 spell or trap on the field, destroy it. Nice spell and trap removal. We play double of that because of that. Then again, once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you contribute 1 monster, target 1 card in your opponent's graveyard, banish it. The level 4 lowers, do it on your opponent's turn. Now for the 1 of Infernoids, we play the 1 of Atando. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. This card can make a second attack in a row. That's nice. It's good for pushing for game. Once per turn, quick effect, you contribute 1 monster, then target 1 card in your graveyard opponent. Banish. Then 1 Infernoid Piety. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent by attacking an opponent's monster, you can send 1 random card from your opponent's hand to the graveyard. That's okay. That's not, you know, hand manipulation is okay, but we have to destroy a monster. We have to inflict damage by battling a monster, so that's why we only play 1. Then 1 Infernoid Harmodic. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster in the field, destroy it. Basic. Easy. Love it. 1 Infernoid Antra. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. That's nice. Non-destruction removal is always good. Then last but not least, 1 Infernoid Primus. Once per turn, you can target 1 set card on the field, shuffle it into the deck. Neither player can activate that card in response to this card's activation. So, you know, if you play a back row heavy deck, actually when I took this to locals, I played against Labyrinth, and this came in clutch against Labyrinth. You return the card that they set on your turn, so it's just a nice form of removal. Let's move on to the spells. Here we are with the spells. We play triple Void Reignition. Reveal 1 Infernoid monster or 1 Void spell or trap in your hand. Discard your entire hand. Then draw the same number of cards you discarded. One-sided card destruction, I love it. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are fiend monsters, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target up to 11 of your banished Infernoid monsters with different names. Return them to the graveyard. You can only use this effect, Void Reignition, once per duel. So, at my locals when I took this, I was playing against Sprite. I had a Void Imagination on field. I summoned Ononku Deviati and Atando. Then again, I banished Void Reignition, returned 11 again. Then I summoned 2 more Infernoids, and because I banished Infernoid Evil, I was able to search Void Breach, and Void Breach gave me enough damage to push for game through the half damage that Void Imagination does. So this card is just nuts. You need to play 3 of. Then of course, triple Void Imagination. Inferno monsters you control whose original level are 2 or higher become level 1, and all battle damage they inflict to your opponent is halved. You can send this card to the graveyard, fusion summon 1 Infernoid fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material. If your opponent controls a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck and you do not, you can also use up to 6 monsters from your deck as fusion material. You need 3 of. This is your main way of fusioning. Also, sending 6 monsters from your deck for 1 card is just too good. And it lets you summon as many Infernoids as you want because they all become level 1. Then play triple Void Vanishment. You can discard 1 card, add 1 Void Spell or Trap from your deck to your hand, except Void Vanishment or Null and Void. Also, you cannot no more special summon for the rest of the turn, except Infernoid monsters. You can only use this effect of Void Vanishment once per turn. If an Infernoid monster you control battles an opponent's monster after damage calculation, you can send this card to the graveyard, banish those monsters. Again, this is searches every spell and trap card in our deck. It's very important, and all it is a discard. And this card is very good against Yugioh. I played Yugioh. They made the new fusion, Spirit of Yugioh, and I just attacked into it, and then I just sent this to the graveyard, and they had to banish their Yugioh. So it's really good against the Yugioh monsters. I actually did play a Yugioh in my first round at locals, and they made their standard board of everything, the level 10, I can't remember what it was, the Spirit of Yugioh, and another effective negation, and they said I couldn't break the board, but I did. This deck does really well going second, so that's why you need triple Void Banishment. Then one of the new support, Void Breach. Inferno monsters you control gain 100 attack for each of your banished Infernoid monsters. If you control no monsters or all monsters you control are fiend monsters, you can activate one of these effects. Add 1 of your banished Inferno monsters to your hand, or special summon 1 Infernoid monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. So with this is how I was able to push for game with Void Imagination on the field, even though you do half damage. If you have 10 Infernoid banished, that's 1,000 extra damage, and all your Infernoids are big bodies, so it doesn't matter. I would like to play 2, but I think 1 is the perfect number. Then we play triple Forbidden Droplet. We want the Infernoids in our graveyard. This is just a great board breaker, this format. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not playing Ash in this deck. I'm actually playing it in the side because I rather have Forbidden Droplet, and with Forbidden Droplet is how I was able to break the board of the Yugioh player. I played Forbidden Droplet, I had Void Banishment to get rid of their Spirit of Yugioh fusion, so this is just really good. Then I played double Dark Fusion. That's right, fusion summon 1 Fiend monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. So if you make Infernoid Evil with Dark Fusion, it is safe from Valor and Imperm and monster negating effects that target it. That's why I like to play 2, and again, going second, you can just side it out. And it's just a cool looking card. For the 1-outs, you play 1 instant fusion. Infernoid Evil is a level 1, so it's an easy summon. 1 reasoning, because reasoning is just so broken in this deck. In the OCG, it's at 3. They also have Grass is Greener, but we'll take. Then 1 Monster Gate, same reasoning as reasoning. LOL. Then last but not least, 1 for 1 for the Decatron target. Now let's move on to the traps. For the traps, we play double Void Feast. Send 1 Void Spell or Trap from your hand or face the field to the graveyard. Special summon up to 3 Infernoid monsters from your deck whose total levels equal 8, ignoring their summoning conditions. So you summon 2 Decatron and 1 in Jet. Jet is level 6, Decatron is level 1, that's 8. And then with the Decatron, you send Ononku and Diviati for the spell negate and the monster negate. And going second, you can just side this out. Then triple Infinite Impermanence. Just, good hand trap, good trap in general. You gotta play 3. Let's move on to the extra deck. Here we are with the extra deck. We play triple Infernoid Evil, the best Infernoid in my opinion. 2 Inferno monsters, very generic. If this card is fusion summoned, you can banish 1 Inferno monster from your graveyard. Send Inferno monsters with different names from your deck to the graveyard equal to the banished monster's level. So if you banish, an Ononku, which is a level 10, you send 10 Infernoid monsters to the graveyard, which is nuts. If this card is sent to the graveyard or banished, you can add 1 Void Spell and Trap from your deck to your hand. So not only does it fill up our grave, but it's also a searcher for any spell or trap we need. Definitely play 3. It's beautiful. We play 1 Infernoid Tiara, Inferno Dononku, Inferno Deviati, and 1 or more Inferno monsters. When this card's fusion summon, you can apply the effects in sequence based on the number of materials with different names used for this card summon. 3 or more, each player sends 3 cards from the top from their extra deck to the graveyard. 5 or more, each player sends the top 3 cards from their deck to the graveyard. 8 or more, each player returns up to 3 of their banished cards to the graveyard. 10 or more, each player sends their entire hand to the graveyard. I like to play 1. This does come up, you know, just when you need a big body on board or when you need to send Infernoid Evil. You can send it off, and then you can also send off Elder Entity and Tis for a pop. I play 1 Elder Entity and Tis as well. But just 1 Tiara is good in my opinion. We play 1 Anima and 1 Gravity Controller. So during my duel with Sprite, I summoned Infernoid Evil into the extra monster zone, activated its effect, but they negated it with Ash. So I just linked off my Evil into Gravity Controller, and then I was able to get the search off of Infernoid Evil because we sent to the graveyard. You can also summon Infernoid Tiara into the extra monster zone, activate its effect, and link it away so you can keep making your plays with the Infernoid. And relinquish on one because Decatron's a level 1. Now for the link 2s, we play 1 Muckracker from the Underworld, 1 Barricade Board Blocker, and 1 Hida the Fire Charmer. They're all fiend monsters, so Muckraker, you know, you discard, special summon back Decatron, Barricade to bring back your Void, your continuous Void spell, and Hida because, you know, if they ash you, you could just make it with 2 Infernoid monsters or all fire. For the link 3s, we play 1 Promethean Princess Bestower Flames. This card is just so good that you need to play it. Fortunately, it's getting a reprint. To affect monsters, it's not even fire monsters. You know, you link climb with this, and then when you summon this, you summon a Decatron to send another monster to keep your plays going. Then 1 Nightmare Unicorn for utility. Last but not least, 1 Infernoid Flood. 2 or more monsters, including an Infernoid monster. That's great that they made it just 2 monsters. So with Promethean Princess and the Decatron you summon, you can make this. When your opponent would special summon a monster or monster's quick effect, you contribute 1 monster, negate the summon, and if you do, banish that monster or monsters. Perfect. We got the monster negate, the spell trap negate, and the monster summon negate. If a card or cards is banished from your graveyard, except during damage step, you can banish 1 card on the field. So when you summon your Infernoids, you automatically banish, so this is always live. If this link summon card in its owner's possession is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon 1 Inferno monster from your deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So it replaces itself. I know link 4, it's a lot of resources, but it does replace itself, which is nice. Then for the last 2 cards in the extra deck, 1 Typhon and 1 AA Zeus. If you have SP played, I don't have SP. Hopefully they reprint it soon. Now let's go on to the side deck. For the side deck, I play triple Ash Blossom. Ash is still good enough to warrant a spot in the side deck, I think. You know, so I play 3. Then for the back removal, triple Cosmic Cyclone. Then I like to play triple Skill Drain because if you negate all monster effects, the Infernoids are just strong, big bodies that your opponent is gonna have a hard time getting rid of without monster effects. Triple Solemn Judgment. I like to play triple Solemn Judgment just to back up the Deviati and Ononku spell negate. Then last but not least, triple Dimensional Barrier. If you go first, you know, you already would have done your Infernoid Evil's effects, so this doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's move on to the combos. All right, here we are. Let's draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First, we can start off with the Dark Fusion. Fusing our Piety and Ononku to fusion summon our Infernoid Evil. Infernoid Evil's effect, banishing the Ononku to send 10. So we send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There you go. We send 10 monsters to the graveyard. Then we're going to banish Harmadic and Atondo.
Let's get started.
To special summon Piety. Then we're going to banish Petrulia and Primus to summons Jet. Then we're going to go ahead and link 3 to link summon Promethean Princess. Effect of Infernoid Evil in the graveyard. You can search a Void Speller Trap. We're going to search Void Feast. We're going to go Promethean Princess effect, special summon Decatron, then Decatron effect. We're going to send another Infernoid, so we're going to send another Systemos to the grave. Then we're going to go ahead and link 4 to summon Infernoid Flood. Then we're going to activate Void Banishment. Void Banishment effect, we're going to send the Recognition to search the Void Imagination. We're going to activate the Void Imagination. Now we can summon as many Infernoid monsters as we want. So we're going to go ahead and banish 3, 1, 2, and 3 to special summon Ononku. Then we're going to special summon Devieti by banishing 3 more. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to set Void Feast. And then we're going to go ahead and pass. Now on your opponent's turn, you're going to activate Void Feast. We're going to send Void Banishment face up. Then we're going to summon Decatron, Jet, and Decatron. Then we're going to activate both Decatron's effect. We're going to send 1 Deviati, so we have the double monster negate in the Petrulia. So now we have the monster effect, the monster summon negation. We have the Ononku spell and trap. We have the Deviati. We have the other Deviati. And we have the 2 to remove the monsters from grave. So they try to activate a spell. You go Ononku. You tribute this. Then they try to special summon. Then they try to activate monster effect. Deviati. You tribute this. Then you go Deviati again. You tribute this. Then they try to special a monster. You tribute this. Boom. Stops their whole line of play. This deck does really well going second too. That's why we play the Forbidden Droplets. But again, if you like my content, please comment, like, and subscribe. It's your boy Migz signing off. Thanks again.